There are sushi lovers all over the world, and for people in the US, assorted places in Europe, and elsewhere, there are ample opportunities to get incredibly fresh and tasty sushi. But let's be honest, if you're looking for the best of the best sushi, you're gonna want to head to Japan. In this video, we'll take you through our picks for the top sushi places to visit while you're there, so you can simply focus on the most important part, eating the fish. So join us as Viewcation presents the absolute best sushi in Japan. Go here. Sushi Hayakawa, Tokyo. If you're looking for tasteful and understated, then Sushi Hayakawa is a great place to start. The restaurant is unmarked for starters, so you'll have to know what you're looking for to even step into this excellent place. Usually standing behind their unassuming yet gorgeous wooden counter is their sushi chef, Akira Hayakawa. The first thing to know about him is he's not simply a sushi chef. He's highly trained in several types of Japanese cuisine, having prepared food in cities like Ginza and Roppongi. As such, he brings a little non-sushi flair to this sushi restaurant. You'll definitely want to try his specialty dish, which is called the Hayakawa Special. It's tuna belly on top of a truffle-flaked, charcoal-broiled roll, and it's remarkable. Other special dishes the chef offers include the channel rockfish with soy kidneys, as well as the young sea bream. Both are stellar. The cost of a meal there should run you about 20,000 yen. Nishiazabu Sushi Shin, Tokyo. As far as Michelin-starred sushi spots, Nishiazabu Sushi Shin is surprisingly affordable, which isn't to say it's some cheap dive spot. You'll definitely throw down some cash here, but not nearly as much as some of its fellow Michelin-starred contemporaries. And like those contemporaries, it offers up some of the most high-end, freshest sushi on the planet. The go-to order is the omakase, which is a 20-piece meal that offers a huge variety of fish types presented elegantly. You'll love the snow crab with vinegar, as well as the scallop sashimi. And assuming you're feeling adventurous, you'll delight in the shirako, otherwise known as fish sperm. Another great thing about this restaurant is that it's one of the more accepting of foreigners in the area. The vibe is relaxed, and people from all over the globe are accepted readily. And the restaurant doubles down on this by providing wait staff who all speak English, and are more than happy to walk guests through all the Japanese customs about sushi. This makes the experience a lot more enjoyable for anyone who feels intimidated by eating sushi at an authentic Michelin-starred restaurant in Tokyo. Tenjushi Kyomachi, Kokura. This restaurant stands out as a bit of an oasis in Kokura, Kitakyushu City. That's because it's an area that's generally known for its tradition of rich seafood dishes. But at Tenjushi Kyomachi, they opt for a more bare-bones approach. Their specialty is nigiri, which is hand-formed sushi, and that's about it. They don't offer wild fish-based dishes with crazy sauces, and they don't even offer booze. You come to this restaurant for the taste of their fresh fish, and that's about it. But that fish is certainly worthwhile. They also like to have a bare-bones approach to how the fish is dressed and sauced. They add a little citrus fruit, known as kabosu, or one known as sudahi, and they put as little soy sauce as possible on the sushi. This process allows guests to really taste the freshness and the prime cut of their sushi offerings. And reportedly other restaurants in the area have begun to copy that stuff, so you know they're doing something right. Musashi Sushi, Kyoto. Ready to sit a while and spend a bunch? Then skip Musashi Sushi in Kyoto. But if you're not looking to make it a long and lavish meal, Musashi will be a perfect place to visit. Don't be thrown by the conveyor belt system they use either. While this may be a sign of lesser quality in other countries, at Musashi in Kyoto, it's a sign of top-notch eats. You'll be able to grab fairly inexpensive sushi, around $1.30 per plate, at whatever pace you'd like, so you'll certainly leave with a belly full. It has all the staples you'd expect from a great sushi spot, like yellowtail, octopus, salmon, and more. But it also has some more adventurous offerings, such as raw horse meat and mane. That's not one we would leap to try, but reportedly, it reminds diners of beef tartare. Regardless, you'll love the experience of quick and plentiful eats in a casual setting for not that much money. Before we tell you more about the best sushi places to try in Japan, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to Viewcation if you haven't already. Kizushi, Tokyo. Edo style is a common phrase in the world of sushi lovers. That's because sushi originated before Tokyo was called Tokyo. Back in the day, it was called Edo. In 1868, the name changed to Tokyo, and it wasn't simply a change of label. The city underwent a century and a half of rapid transformation. It became much more fast-paced and urban, and the influences of the West began to seep in. This brought many positive aspects to the city, but it also meant many of the old world traditions began to be brushed aside. As such, sushi became something people could hold on to as part of the pre-Tokyo days. Thus, Edo style represents a throwback vibe to a traditional Japanese world from the 1860s and before. It's really one of the truest forms of Japanese nostalgia, at least when it comes to food. Kizushi in the Ningyocho area of Tokyo is a perfect example of a sushi place that's soaked in this old world ambiance. It's a wooden structure that's more than 60 years old, and interestingly enough, used to house geishas before it was converted into a sushi restaurant. The chef, Ryuichi Yui, is the third owner of the restaurant, and he and the previous owners have taken care to preserve the legacy of the old Edo-style dining experience. They pride themselves on providing classic sushi dishes in a classic Japanese sushi house. You can expect some of your usual Tokyo sushi staples like tuna, eel, and cooked clam. But the menu goes beyond that as well, and you can try more exotic offerings like boiled squid with gourd shavings. This is another spot where, despite being an old world-centric place, visitors from the new world are made to feel welcome. So that's another reason we highly recommend it. Sushi Daizen, Tokyo. Ready to feel like you've discovered an underground spot that no one should know about? Then try Sushi Daizen. It's literally been crammed into a small spot under some railway tracks, and it only puts out 9 seats for diners, so it might be a little tough to get a spot here. But if you can, you'll love it. In front of Sushi Daizen is a big sign that reads, "We serve good mackerel." So clearly they have one fish in particular they specialize in. But it's not just mackerel. They also excel in all silver-skinned species, like sardines and gizzard shad. But you don't have to worry much about what's on the menu because you aren't going to have a choice in the matter. The menu is set for everyone and includes sashimi, followed by a grilled dish, some nigiri, and miso soup. But you needn't worry that you won't get the mackerel they spoke about on their sign. They serve it every night and offer a couple different types with their sashimi course. The atmosphere is pretty chill, especially because of the restaurant's size, but also because it's run by a father and daughter who run things efficiently and don't speak English. So don't expect to cozy up to them for a long chat unless you're fluent in Japanese, and they're interested in chatting. But the space and their vibe makes for a very homey feel, and the fish is excellent. Plus, you can bring your own drinks from outside, which is a fun way to turn up your own meal without having to pay for expensive drinks. Now it's time to hear from you. Have you ever been to Japan? Do you think you'll ever go? Let us know in the comments section below. And before you go, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to Viewcation if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.